welcome back to our channel. So in today's session, we'll discuss about one more concept in automata theory, that is a conversion of finite automata to regular expression. So in the previous session, we have discussed about the regular expressions. So what are the identity rules for these regular expressions? And also we have seen one theorem called Arden's theorem, which will be used for simplifying or checking the equivalence between two regular expressions, and also for the conversion of finite automata to regular expression. So in today's session, we'll see the conversion of finite automata to regular expression. So conversion of regular expression from the finite automata. So here the input will be the finite automata and the output will be the regular expression. And this conversion can be done in two ways. The first one is by using the Arden's method, where we'll use the Arden's theorem. So we have seen this Arden's theorem in the previous session, right? So if P and Q are the regular expressions, then and also P doesn't have any epsilon, then the equation R is in the format of Q plus RP, then it will be having the unique solution, that is R is equal to QP star. That means if any equation is of the form R is equal to Q plus RP, we can just replace it with R is equal to QP star, and this we call it as an Arden's theorem. Right? So here we are going to use this Arden's theorem in order to convert the finite automata to regular expression. And there is a second method called state eliminating method. So here the input will be the finite automata, so we'll be having some states. So we'll eliminate state one by one to get the final regular expression. That's the second method. So in this session, we'll go with the Arden's method. So before going to this Arden's method, let me explain a best opportunity for the CAT aspirants given by the Unacademy. Hello friends. So here's the opportunity given by the Unacademy for the people who are going to plan for CAT 2021. So here the Unacademy is organizing All India mock test for the CAT 2021, and this is completely free of cost. And by taking this exam, definitely you will make a benchmark yourself against a CAT aspirants across the India, and you will get a complete test performance report. And you can also avail the strategy sessions with the top percentilers and live in-depth analysis sessions by expert. And also you'll be having a high quality video solutions for every question. So get ready for a CAT 2021 with All India mock test series for CAT 2021. And here we'll be having in this series you'll be having a 4 test. So 2 tests are completed, and you can attempt for the third test. So that is on 31st October from 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. and the duration is of 120 minutes of 64 questions. And there will be a live sessions with the top percentilers of CAT 2020. And while challenge your friends to take the All India mock test series for CAT 2021. Share this link to help your friends be a part of India's biggest online practice test along with you. So what you have to do is simply log into the website. So I will provide the link in the description section. By clicking on that link, you'll get the home page. So here you can need to give the 10-digit mobile number and click on enroll free. So while enrolling, you can use the referral code Sandeep10 to unlock the test, right? So and the test is absolutely free. So avail this opportunity and know yourself, so where you are standing towards among all the CAT aspirants. So all the very best. Yes, welcome back to our session. So here we'll see the Arden's method first. So the first step, what we have to do in this Arden's theorem means, so write down the equations for each state based on incoming edges, right? And the second step simplify the equation using Arden's theorem, and find a regular expression. So based upon the Arden's theorem, we need to change the equation in the format of Arden's theorem, and simply we have to find the regular expression. See, the two conditions before applying the Arden's theorem. So this also we have discussed in the previous session. The first condition means the finite automata should not contain epsilon transitions. So the finite automata should not have the epsilon transitions. If it is having any epsilon transition, first we need to eliminate the epsilon transition. That means we have seen the procedure to convert the NFA with epsilon to NFA without epsilon. So we need to convert the NFA with epsilon to NFA without epsilon by using that particular procedure. So don't worry, I will post each and every link related to the automata theory in the description section so that you can find it and you can solve it. Right. The first condition. The second condition, the finite automata should have only one initial state. So this is also important. So the finite automata should have only one initial state, and it can have a multiple final states. Okay, it can have multiple final states, and here we need to find the regular expression for final state. Okay, so we need to write the equation for each and every state, and we need to apply the Arden's theorem. That means we need to make the equation in the format of Arden's, and we have to find the regular expression for only the final state. That means here we will find the three equations for Q1, Q2 and Q3, but whatever the regular expressions given by the Q3 equation, that will be the final regular expression. Right? So don't worry. So I will solve with an example so that you will be understand. So let us take two examples. This is one and this is two. So first we will go with this one and then we will go with this one. So these are the two conditions. First let us check. Let us consider this one and check. Phi should not have the epsilon transitions. So this diagram doesn't have any epsilon transitions. So this diagram we can convert into regular expression, and also the finite automata should have only one initial state. So here there is only one initial state, no problem, right? So this diagram, that means this finite automata can be converted into the regular expression by using the Arden's method. Now what we have to do? First write down the equation for each state based on the incoming edges. So I will write the equations here itself. So first one, I have to write the equation for Q1, Q2 and Q3. I have to write the equation for each and every state, right? Based upon the incoming edges. And also one thing I just forgot. So add epsilon to the equation of initial state. So if it is an initial state, the equation of initial state, then we need to add the epsilon. Now coming to the Q1, based upon the incoming edges. Is there any incoming edges? There are no incoming edges. So there is no equation. But we need to add epsilon to the equation of initial state. So only for the initial state we need to add the epsilon. So this is the initial state. I will add the epsilon here. And then Q2. Q2 is having only one incoming edge, right? A from Q1. So you can simply write it as Q1A. You can simply write it as Q1A. Q3. It is having around 3 incoming edges. One is from Q1, another one is from Q2, another one is from Q3. So simply you can write it as Q1B plus Q2A plus Q3A. That means Q1 on B it moves to Q3, Q2 on A moves to Q3, Q3 on A moves to Q3. Right? So based upon the incoming edges, we need to write the equations. Hope you understood how to write the equations, right? So Q1 doesn't have any incoming edge, so that is empty, there is no equation. But from the second point, we need to add the epsilon to the equation of initial state. Only for the initial state equation, we need to add the epsilon. So that's why I have added epsilon, right? So let it be equation 1, this is the equation 2, and this is the equation 3. So what we have to do, we have to simplify the equations and we have to find the regular expression for only the final state. So here the final state is Q3, so we need to find the Q3, right? We need to apply the equations in the final state, so that we need to get the final regular expression. Now you simply apply 1 and 2 in 3. So use 1 and 2 in 3, right? So you can see Q3 is equal to, Q1 means epsilon into B plus Q2 means Q1 A plus Q3 A, right? So what we have to do now, see, Q3 is equal to epsilon B, that is nothing but a B, plus Q1, again epsilon into A plus Q3A. Here you can see B plus A plus Q3A. Q3. You can observe here, this is similar to our Arrhenius theorem. So Arrhenius theorem means R is equal to Q plus RP. And here you can observe, if R is a Q3, Q is B plus AA, R is a Q3 and P is A. Then this will be having the unique solution, that is R is equal to QP star. QP star, right? So hope you understood this one. R is a Q3, Q is a B plus AA and R is a Q3 and P will be the A. So now you can have the unique solution R is equal to QP star. So that means regular expression R is equal to, what is the Q here? Here Q is B plus AA. B plus AA and P star. P is nothing but A, which is nothing but here A and star. So this is the regular expression for the given finite automata. So if our finite automata is having two different states, find the regular expression for two different states and simply add them, right? So if it is only one final state, so the regular expression of this particular equation will be final. And if we are having two final states, you need to find the regular expressions for both the final states and you need to add it. Okay, so hope you understood. First we need to write the equations for every state based upon the incoming edges. And second one, add epsilon to the initial state, the equation of the initial state. And finally, we have to simplify the equations, so by substituting one in another. And finally, we need to get the final regular expression for the final state itself. So whatever the final state, so the regular expression derived from this final state equation will be the regular expression, final regular expression. So hope you understood this procedure, right? And this is called the Arrhenius theorem method, because we are just making the equation in the Arrhenius theorem format, that means R is equal to Q plus RP format, so that we are substituting with QP star, that means we are replacing that one with QP star. Now we will see the second example. Hope you understood the first example. So this will be the regular expression for this finite automata. So R is equal to B plus AA P star. Sorry, A star. Okay, A star. Now we'll see the second one. We'll see the second one. So I'm arranging the steps. We'll see the second example and we'll close it. So coming to the second one. So write down the equations for Q1, Q2 and Q3. So I will write the equation for Q1. So Q1 is having the incoming edges of A and A. So two incoming edges, one is from Q1 and Q3. So Q1A plus Q3A, right? And what is the second step? We need to add the epsilon for the initial state equation. So here the Q1 is the initial state. So we need to add the epsilon here, right? Next, Q2. Q2 is having the incoming edge. Okay, Q2 is having the incoming edge from Q1, Q2, Q3. So Q1B plus Q2B plus Q3B. Q1B, Q2B and Q3B. And coming to the Q3, it is having an incoming edge only from Q2. So Q2A. So these are the equations we have written, and this is the third one. Okay. So first what is the final state here? Q1. So finally we need to substitute the equations in the Q1 so that we need to get the regular expression. So before going to that, just apply 3 in 1. Apply 3 in 1. So Q2 is equal to Q1B plus Q2B plus Q3, we can write it as a Q2A. Q2AB, right? And see, Q2 is equal to Q1B plus, take the Q2 common as B plus AB. B plus AB. And here you can see, this is also in the format of Arden's theorem, that is a Q R is equal to Q plus RT. So we can replace it as R is equal to QP star. Simply you can write it here. Q2 is equal to Q. Q means Q1B and P star. That means B plus AB star. So this is the value of Q2. This is the value of Q2. Now, so let it be the fourth equation. Let it be the fourth equation. Now you simply apply in the first equation. We know the Q1 value, right? So Q1 is here. Q3 value we know. So Q3 is equal to Q2 into A, and we know the Q2 which is of Q1, so that we can substitute the third equation and fourth equation in one, so that we can make it in a Arden's format. See. Now apply 3 in 1. So R is equal to Q1A plus Q3 means Q2A. Q2A A plus epsilon. Right? Okay. Now apply 4 in, let it be, it's a 5. 4 in 5. So that means we are applying Q2 value here from this one. So R is equal to Q1A plus Q2 value. What is the Q2 value? Q1BA. Okay, Q1B B plus AB star. Okay, AA plus epsilon. And simply you can write it here. R is equal to epsilon plus. Okay, so take the Q1 as a common. A plus B into B plus AB star AA. Okay, now you can simply use so this is in the format of Q R is equal to Q plus RP. So R value is here. Sorry, I think it's Q1, right? This is not R, it's a Q1. Okay, Q1. And here R value is nothing but a Q1 is equal to Q. Q means epsilon plus RP, Q1 into P. So here I will write it the same. I will mention R is equal to Q plus RP. Right? So what we have to do? We have to replace it with R is equal to QP star. So what is a QP star here? QP star. So Q1 is equal to Q. Q means epsilon into P. So A plus B into B plus AB star AA whole star. So epsilon into this one, the same thing we will get. Q1 is equal to A plus B into B plus AB star AA whole star. So this will be the regular expression for this given finite automata. So hope you understood this one. So here also we have written the equations for each and every state based upon the incoming edges, and then we are adding the epsilon for the initial state, and we need to substitute one equation in another to get the final regular expression of the final state, of this final state. Okay, so in that we have to use this Arden's method, that means Arden's theorem. So we need to simplify the equation so that it will be in the format of r is equal to q plus rp, so that we can directly replace it with qp star, so that we'll get the final regular expression. Right? So hope you understood this one. If you are having any doubts regarding this conversion of regular expression from finite automata using this Arden's method, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts, and if you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.